As I said, I'm like pre-recording a few episodes right now because I think at the time you're... Oh, Jesus! Ha! That was close. Yo guys, what's up? Shadow here and welcome back to Space Engineers today, or this week. Finally, again with this episode. Last week we talked about the DLC and whatnot. Actually, for me it's the same day. I recorded both of these on the same day, basically. So, I haven't really taken a great look at the update yet, but we'll do in a second, because what I've seen, the few things that I've seen, I absolutely love it. I'm not talking about the DLC mostly. The DLC is cool as well, and I have talked about this in length, I think, on the last episode, so I won't do it again. What I'm talking about is the LCD screens. I think I can do it with this one as well. I hope. I haven't really checked it yet. Fingers crossed. So what do we need for this? Let's see. Do we even have the appropriate things in our inventory? We have some displays, and we don't have bulletproof glass, I don't think, right? So we need to make some of these, and I think we also need to make some more displays. What else do we need for the LCD screen? Computers, construction components, interior plates, yeah, something like that. Okay. That's gonna be fine. There we go. Have the computers, the interior plates. There we go. Oh, we might have everything. So let's just put it... I just want to put it like here. We don't need to see the battery. That doesn't matter. Oh no, construction components. Let me get those. Yoink. There we go. Okay. Let me see if it works with this. I think it should, but... Alright. Let me... Content. Script. I think that's... Yes! There we go. That is amazing. I love it. So, here you can... These are like predefined scripts that you can load now into the LCDs, and it's amazing. So, velocity. That makes no sense for this one, of course. Gravity. So, it just displays the gravity that's working right now. Energy and hydrogen. Both 0 right now, which is weird. Okay. Artificial horizon also makes no sense. But there's also a digital clock and an analog clock. I love it. We can make it like a bell tower out of this. Right now, actually, I hate analog clocks, so digital it is. Awesome. I actually want to make the background like... hold on. Background. Oh, there we go. Matrix clock. Oh, this is so cool. You actually see, I'm recording this, yeah, 6:30, pretty much. Alright. Cool. I love it. Right, so, but we got other things to do. First of all, let me actually recharge myself. And then we're gonna go on an ore drilling trip. We're gonna get ourselves a shit ton of iron. Or at least that's the plan. And then we're gonna start constructing our second vehicle, and we'll finish all of this crap. Oh yeah, the LCD, DLC and LCD. That's great that you put both of these in the same update. That's gonna confuse me all the time. The LCD update, I think it should also be in the cockpit. Yes! Oh, that's so amazing. The thing is, you can change these as well. So, oh, okay, this cockpit does not have the top left, top right thingy. But some of the cockpits have... oh, okay, so they refer to these. Alright, so the top center, we can change... So, for example, this one, the artificial horizon, makes no sense here, so we're gonna do the digital clock. The top left, that's energy. That's actually, I think, the battery energy. That's nice. And the right is gonna be... What is the right gonna be? The velocity? Yeah, that's nice, right? And then we're gonna do the same. I want these to be matrix green. I love that. I just love that little customization that you have right now. That is so awesome. They need to do more of that stuff. You know, another predefined script that I would like to have is, for example, the... How do you even say that? Cargo container load, how much free space you still have in your cargo container. Especially for mining ships, that could be quite amazing, right? Oh, there we go. And now we can even, I think the keyboard, we can change that as well. Content? No content. What? What? We can... What? Oh, okay. You can actually... That's interesting. You can change this as well. The thing is, if it's a keyboard, you cannot change the color. Oh, well. Cool. So let's actually... Oh. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. My battery's on recharge. I'm an idiot. Oh, okay. So you have the usage of the battery, that is, not the load of the battery. That would be another cool thing. How much charged is your battery? Ah, I see. Okay, so we have to go to the iron now. Where is the iron? Oh, I think I turned signals off. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so basically, with this, you can now do this without a HUD, because now you can clearly see we're moving at a speed of 20 miles per second? No, meters per second, of course. And we're using about 2% of our energy output, pretty much. Oh, I love this! It makes it just look so more, like, dare I say immersive? I know that's like a word that has lost its meaning in today's gaming world somehow. Everything is immersive, you know. But that's, I think it's the best thing to describe this. All right. Oh, I do have an empty inventory. Thank God I thought about that. Okay, let's grab a shit ton of iron here. This is gonna be the most important thing right now. We need to get as much iron as we can during the day, so we can get our vehicle working. And I technically should only grab the iron, but I think it's even more efficient if we just do it as fast as we can, right? So, yoink, yoink. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. And as soon as we get the second vehicle, we can, like, change up our routine a little bit. So, as I outlaid that last time we were playing on this map, the plan is to use this vehicle during the day for just general trips to certain mines to get resources, and then during the night we'll use the other vehicle, which hopefully has charged up enough to basically plow through the plains and just extract a shit ton of stone, right? That's the goal. So the second one is just a general stone miner, which then will hopefully yield at least a little bit of iron and other resources that we can use during the night if we don't have anything else to do. Also, I just want to see how efficient it is. I'm also thinking about the second vehicle. We kind of designed it already, but one thing that I would add is maybe a connector. And then add a connector slash piston to our station as well, as we did with, I think on the last game we did that as well, as far as I remember. That was it's generally a very good idea, because then loading and unloading will be so much easier, especially now that we don't have like any of the large inventories, you know. Oh, I think we're almost full here, right? Yeah, okay, let's grab a little bit more iron before we head home. And I think we'll make this trip at least once or twice after this, right? Because, my God, we need that iron. We need it desperately. It's the most important thing right now. Alright, up on in. Let's go. Parking brake. There we go. Room. Oh, I love it. I have to stare at it all the time. I love it so much. There's also a few other things. They added a replay feature. I haven't actually looked at that at all. I have to do that in my free time. As I said, I'm like pre-recording a few episodes right now, because I think at the time you're... Oh, Jesus! Ha! That was close. At the time you're watching this, I think should already be at my annual awesome 10-day LAN party, which will leave me with no time to record videos. Therefore, I'm pre-recording a lot of things. So, I probably, by the time you watch this, I will have tried out the replay feature, but at the recording time, I just hadn't had the opportunity to do it. So yeah, it goes with a lot of things. There's so much that I should keep track of, and my god, it's just so much, you know. I think I told you that this a few times. This is just a hobby, right? I have a day job, I work, and you know, I have other social obligations, so as much as I wish I could just play games all day long and do nothing else, yeah, you know, I have bills to pay. So, yeah, I cannot stay on top of everything all the time. But, oh, did it actually refine everything else we had in there? That's kind of neat. Lovely. All right, let's go. Second trip. Room. Chop. Speaking of chop, I might actually cut a few of these trees away so we just have a straight road. That's one of the things that I always think that they should change this quickly. Trees have no meaning in this game, right? That's kind of sad. Trees should have a function. You know, be it as a... I don't know if we want to make, like, wood as a construction material, like in Empyrean. In Empyrean, it kind of makes sense in a way, because it's like a very cheap starting material, and you can use it to decorate and whatnot. But in Space Engineers, where it's mostly about engineering spacecraft, why would you need wood? But, you know, some function to these trees would be kind of cool. But, yeah, to be honest, I couldn't think of any right now. I mean, what are trees used in normal day in life? Next to building material. I mean, yeah, they can produce oxygen, which is kind of important, obviously. But I couldn't think of any way to utilize this in the game. I mean, it would be quite a big project to implement like an ecosystem where if you cut down enough trees, this Earth-like planet will basically lose its breathable atmosphere. That would be insane, actually. I would kind of love this, to be honest. But I feel that would be kind of hard to implement. Right? I mean, yeah. I don't know what Keen is planning, to be honest, but still, I think that would be quite a big task to extend. Right? So, yeah. To be honest, before we finish building our vehicle, I almost feel we should start building the big refineries and stuff. And then we might also need to put on some more wind turbines to actually support this stuff with energy. So, because the thing is, if we want to build a vehicle with a connector and pistons and whatnot, then we need... we'll need a lot more storage for our material, because then if we can just like mass mine, you know, then we need a lot of more processing and storage power, so to speak. So we should probably build up the infrastructure first and then have the appropriate vehicle, because right now if we use the day properly, like Carpe Diem, right? If we use the day properly and gather as much iron as we can, we should be settled for a few days when it comes to iron. And all the rest we can get from stone, and the rest we don't need that much of, right? And if we really are desperate, we could technically run over to the other mines. They're extremely far away, but we could do it, right? So I think it should be okay if we do the infrastructure first. Yeah, that's why I need to cut off these trees. Jesus Christ, I'm running into those. And I'm actually going... Hold on. Am I going the wrong way? Yeah, kinda. I'm drunk. I don't know where my home is. Good thing there's no police on this planet. Oh yeah, what a... Again, update. I was so awestruck by the LCDs that I totally forgot about the other update stuff next to the replay tool. New encounters! I look forward to these. I'm not sure what that entails, if that's just new drones, or... I saw like a cool... It was a video, it was a kind of an April Fool's joke, but where a guy did this elaborate prank video where he spawned in a drone basically, or maybe another guy spawned in a drone, or he just cut it together well, with a drone that gave like an audio signal, and if you then put that audio signal into an like an audio editing program, you could get like coordinates from it. Like you had to like reverse the like speed it up and then change the pitch and then reverse it, and then you would get coordinates. And then he flew there, found like an underground base, then in there found more coordinates that led to a facility on a planet with lots of cool screens, and then he turned it on and it said April Fools. It was very elaborate, but he then said that is an example of encounter that he would like to have in Space Engineers. And I agree, with the exception of the whole audio file decryption. That's maybe a bit too much, but it was kind of cool. But yeah, there's so much you could do, right? Again, drones with coordinates of like bases on it, you know, like or suddenly you get like a help signal from like a passing trader ship that gets attacked, and you can either like join the attack of the pirates, or you could try to defend the trader ship, and then you'll get a reward or something like that, you know. Put some, I don't know if RPG elements is the right thing to call it, but adventure elements into the game, you know. And I think a few of these could be quite easy, especially the coordinates that lead to base kind of thing. And that would give us like a reason to go, for example, to go to the moon, you know, have bases on planets, on asteroids that we normally wouldn't go to, stuff like that. Or like coordinates of a crashed spaceship that is light years away, and then we have to put together like this elaborate big ship with a lot of chump drives to even get there. You know what I mean? That would not only solve the problem that the universe feels empty, but it would also give us goals to work to, you know. Of course, there in Space Engineers, as with a lot of these open world sandbox kind of game thingies, you have to make your own goals. But if the game can give you these at least intermediate goals, that is a lot of like motivation for a lot of people. Because I know I can make stuff up all day long about things that I need to do. You know, I can totally say, oh, we need to build a huge dome because the sun is like releasing terrible rays that will kill us all. We need to make a protective dome. And then I can go about it for days and build that thing. No problem at all. Oh, I think we just got a signal there. Should we go there? Just to check. I don't want to miss anything, you know? And we have the vehicle out anyway, and it's still day, so why not? But yeah, I can do that all day long with these like fictional goals. I can do that. But I know there's people who can't. People who need like at least a short-term goal to work towards, because otherwise they lose motivation. So things like that can really help bring these players into the game, right? So I say, do this thing. Do all of these, you know? Put in more interesting encounters. That is a big thing they should work on. And I think I saw like I'm in a Facebook group with Space Engineers, like Space Engineers multiplayer community or something like that. And basically somebody posted like a screenshot of an encounter in space. Like one of these, you know, like trader ships that passes by, but it was like a whole fleet of spaceships, which is amazing, right? Because again, you can, if you want to attack these guys, if you choose to be an evil guy and attack them, you have to have quite a good ship, because it's a freaking fleet, right? So that's interesting. If that is actually an encounter that can happen, that's amazing. Oh, I just did. I did a bad thing, because if we want to go to this thing and want to actually take something with us, then I just overfilled my inventory completely, and we can't do that. So we need to go back to the beacon, and then we go to the unknown signal. We're gonna check this out, just on the off chance that it is something special. Also, maybe there's like an awesome tool in there that we would need. So yeah, we'll check that out in a second. Hold on. Drift! Space Engineers drift! There we go. How much iron have we produced right now? Ooh, that's a lot! That is a lovely amount. That's exactly the numbers I like to see. We need to pump up these numbers. These are rookie numbers. Yes. More iron for the iron gods. And steel plays for the steel throne. Yes. Alright. Here we go. More. And more. Also, I think, let's see. How much charge do our bat... Oh, you cannot really tell with those. But I think at least the base has at least enough charge to survive through the day, right? Can we like kind of check this? Yeah, I don't wanna. I don't want to calculate it. The thing is, if you sit down in a control seat, you can kind of see. If it says days remaining, then you're basically losing energy, and if it doesn't say anything, then you're having more energy input than output, which is kind of nice. So right now, I actually, since we're gonna go on a little journey, I think we should at least put something in. Maybe not the 1,000. That's maybe a bit overkill, but you know, like 500. Missing items. Really? I think there's another problem. Hold on. I think I know what the problem is here. Yes, the basic assembler is full with crap. There we go. Yeah, the basic assembler was basically full with other resources, so he could not really... Oh, and now put it into the survival kit. That's kind of interesting. Well, for now you make steel plates. That's gonna be fine. Alright, off to the unknown signal. Choo-choo! It's 2.7 kilometers. But I think that's still on the plane, right? On this plane. And it actually is a bit below the horizon. Which means there might be a valley back there? Maybe we'll find like a new mine as well, who knows, right? We haven't gone in this direction. And we only gone like over there into the mountains so far. Over here it looks like a desert actually in the distance. Or maybe some fields, who knows. I think it's just cobalt, iron. Do we have cobalt and iron? Do we have these already? Oh, I don't think we have cobalt yet. Hold on. There was cobalt here. There's cobalt. Oh god, that's way down. Yeah, let's make a marker here. Current position. And that will be Earth. Oh, almost. Earth. I think it's the CO, cobalt, right? Good. So at least we have that marker. Should we need cobalt? I think cobalt is only needed for like advanced things, but I might be wrong. Oh well. We have still 9 minutes to get there. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. With our 21 meters per second speed. Oh, okay, it's not that far under the horizon. There might be, the plane is maybe not completely straight. Maybe it's a little slanted. But no big deal. So I don't think this is gonna be big off-roading. Oh, maybe it's gonna be a big jump. Jump! Well, that was underwhelming. Alright then. I'm still not quite sure if it's a desert back there, the hills, or if it's just this yellow grass. Probably the yellow grass. I mean, there's some here as well, so... I actually kind of like deserts, you know, to build in, because they're very flat and you can view everything around you very easily. So, deserts are a nice thing to build in, but of course you might be a bit unlucky when it comes to getting hydrogen. That's a bit of a problem. I wonder if there will ever be like an alternative way to generate hydrogen. Maybe I was just thinking, you know, Because right now you need ice to get hydrogen. Maybe you could like have like an atmospheric converter that converts like water from the air into hydrogen. It will be like terribly in efficiency, you know, but it could work, right? I think that's just a standard drone. Oh well. Special content! A leopard rifle. Leopard? That's the way you say it in German. Leopard. Ein Leopardgewehr. Actually, a leopard isn't a leopard. And leopard, isn't that a tank in German? I think it is. A tiger, a leopard, some other kitty. I don't know. Oh, actually there was. Oh, I didn't even see that. What is that? An enhanced welder? Yes, please. Free enhanced welder for us. I like it. Let's see. Tools. There we go. And we already upgraded ourselves, and we didn't even have to spend anything on it. Well, except time and energy, but that's something completely different. Alrighty. Sadly, no new encounter. But you know, it's okay. I did not like it. It would have been like stupid lucky if the first encounter that we get would be like something completely amazing, right? That would have been too lucky almost. We need to work for it. Also, I think a lot of the new encounters probably are in space because they have more options there on what to do. So yeah, we'll be patient. Question is, on the way back, do we want to swing by the iron mine again? I think so, right? There's no reason not to. Ah, it's just chill to drive, right? Just so relaxing. Looking at our screens. I just love it. It's such a little feature in theory because it does not really add anything because you know how fast you're going more or less. It's on the HUD. You know the time because, well, I know the time because I have a second screen where there's a clock. And you know your energy output. You know this because it's on your head-up display. But it's just nice to have it there in the cockpit as well. It makes the cockpit feel more alive. Because yeah, before you had just these random screens that would display random information that did not at all like had any reference to the world around you. So I dig that. But we'll see. Yeah, I think we go to the iron mine, right? Oh, that was a bit close to the tree. I might have almost ripped off my solar panel there. Or maybe it would have just ripped the tree out, I don't know. But I don't want to chance it, really. Brake! Thank you! Whee! Oh, Jesus, I don't have an empty inventory, hold on. We'll put all of this in here, we'll also put the welder in there, just in case. There we go! Down into the shaft we go! Where is the delicious iron? There it is. Also, I think on this step here we should get pretty much pure iron and no stone anymore, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Although there's like different color of iron ore, which I'm not quite sure if there's a difference there. There we go. Yeah, we can go, well, probably 2 more loads and then we're full again. But yeah, that will be enough iron, not for a lifetime, but enough for the near future, I think. So glad I found this nearby iron mine. That means so much. I mean, if you have to like travel long distances, the thing is then if you have to travel like a few kilometers to your next iron source, that's the time where you actually make huge transportation vehicles, right? The only way, the only reason why such a small vehicle as ours works right now is because it's so close and we can make several trips in a few minutes. I mean, let's be honest, if we had like, let's say 5-kilometer distance between us and the mine, I would make like a big semi-truck looking thing with 10 cargo containers on it. And then we just drive over, be there for the day, and mine all day long. And then drive back in the evening, and yeah, that's exactly what you would do, right? So yeah, let's just go down one more, and then we just go. I mean, the container is more or less full. There's no reason to do 2 trips right now. There's not much benefit to that.
Inventory
Jesus,
full.
these big ore chunks fill up your inventory so quickly. It's amazing. Yeah. Oh, I thought I could just jump into the cockpit. Never mind. Right then. I wonder if all our steel plates are already produced. I hope so. Would be kind of awesome if they did. We'll see. Here it is, home sweet home. I really think I should actually move the LCD onto the tower once we're finished with it, you know? Having, like, one LCD on this side, maybe where the beacon is, the lower part of the beacon, cover it with LCDs on both sides, and then have it like a clock tower. I wonder, can you increase the size of this? You know, have like a big-ass clock? That would be kind of cool. Alright, let's check. Well, it still has a lot of freaking... Oh, inventory full, Jesus. But it already has 412 in there. That's one another reason why we need to upgrade our infrastructure. We're running into constraints left, right, and center. We're running into production, slow production, basically. We're running into the problem that we... Oh, wait, do we... Oh, we already don't get enough solar? Oh, no, I'm in the shadow. That's the problem. Okay, let's just put this in here and deactivate the discharge mode so we can properly recharge. But yeah, the big problem is now we run into constraints when it comes to inventory. I know we have this thing over here. The problem with that is it is not connected to anything, so it's really annoying to actually get your stuff. So that should be our next goal, to completely get a running infrastructure with connected containers. I probably will want to put down a large one. That will hold us over for a while, right? And then connect it to at least one refinery and one assembler, with the option of getting more. And then, again, we need to probably also put on maybe another wind turbine, because then we'll run into energy bottlenecks again, I think. Especially if there's like a refinery and assemblers running all at once. It's gonna be quite difficult. Actually, I never checked this. Can you put the basic assembler and the survival kit into, what is it called? Cooperative mode? You can. Not the survival kit. Oh, that's kinda... Oh, spawn name. How do we even call this? I think last time it was like Swiss Space Force or something. I don't know. I think this is what we called it last time, right? Outpost Alpha or something. Yeah, if you have a better name, let me know in the comments. Just sometimes on the spot, I'm not that creative. All right. Yeah, so we cannot put the survival thing onto cooperative mode, but at least the basic assembler. So at least that needs to be connected with everything else. But we'll check. Yoink, yoink, yoink. There we go. Also probably can disassemble the normal welder, right? That does not serve any more purposes. But right now we just put it in here. Also the steel plates. And you get over here. And here. Alright, let me just grab a few of these and we'll do some, before we end this episode, we'll do some basic layouting, if that is even a word. I think our production facilities are gonna be over yonder. I'm gonna just make a little platform extension over here. Oh! Oh, there's our mine, actually. You know what? That's fine. You can still enter the mine here. So like this will have, I think, enough space for refinery, assembler, if we wish to do that. Or right now I think we'll put the refineries assembler on here, and then maybe over here we can put our large cargo container. Something like that. Yeah. I think that is the platform extension that we wish to have. Then put all the stuff on here. Maybe we'll move some of these things as well, especially this one. Because if it can use cooperative mode, then we can, you know, just put it somewhere on that system so it runs. Hold on. What do we have behind here? There's the basic assembler, the survival kit. Is this the basic refinery that we have back there? I think we like daisy-chained these two together. Well, we might take some of these out and then put them over there just to have them in the system. Or, you know, I could turn this around so it's connected with this. The only thing that I cannot really, that I don't really need to connect with anything is the survival kit. Yeah, we'll think about this when we set everything up. Okay, guys, no, let me actually get a little screenshot here. Use hydrogen for the screenshot because that's dedication to our craft. There we go. Yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.